having a team attitude, mindset, and practicing being deliberate is a requirement.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Who's the only local bank with a mobile mortgage app? Farmers. Download the app to contact your lender, calculate payments, securely scan and upload documents, and check the status of your loan. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal, Farmers.
Talk through what you learned a little bit about the pluses and minuses that you saw being a part of a team.
Yeah, it's interesting because in corporate America, we like to use the word team a lot, and we try to model it after sports, but there are some pieces that I think people miss. And so a great example of that is, when I first started at YSU in football, I played a defensive tackle. And so my primary job was to keep blockers off the linebackers. And then those linebackers made the tackles, and those linebackers you'd hear about in the newspaper and see on TV. They'd get all the glory. But see, in football, it didn't matter, right? You didn't care who was getting the glory. You understood. We were joking earlier about the Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal comment, right? When Shaquille said to Kobe, "Hey, your team thinks you need to pass the ball more. There's no I in team," and Kobe said, "There is no I, but there's a me." Well, in team, there is a me, but it's a different way of looking at it. The way we look at me means I'm responsible. I have a job. And if I can get my job done and that linebacker makes the play, well, then we're going to be successful. So that meant that I had to sacrifice my body, sacrifice my play, sacrifice my stats, because it wasn't about me. Right. And I learned early on, I always say that, if you really want to know the mindset of what team looks like, all you have to do is look at the jersey. Right. On the jersey is the number, which means you're one of many. On the jersey is the name of the school, it's who you represent. And on the jersey is your last name. So you always represent your family. But what's not on that jersey is the name Mike, because it's not about Michael. And I thought football did an awesome job of laying that foundation, which 30, 40 years from the day I suited up, I have the same mindset. And my team will tell you, having a team attitude, mindset, and practicing being deliberate is a requirement.
It's interesting. I was an offensive coach coming up as an assistant coach, and then I was a head coach for 25 years. And the best defensive coaches I was ever around, the Mark D'Antonios of the world, the Jim Haycocks of the world, they did a great job of helping our young people understand about playing their responsibility. And that not only did you need to keep those blockers off the linebackers when you were a young defensive lineman and later became that fancy linebacker, but anyway, they also, if they were really going to be a good defense, needed to know what the other guy's responsibility was.
Yes.
And know why I needed to play my gap or play my zone or cover my man. And it was really interesting to me. The more they appreciated the role of the other person, knew that they needed to play their position, the better we were. And the game slowed down. I knew why I had to take the double team and just, I'm going to get obliterated, but I know this guy's going to be free or whatever it happens to be. That to me was one of the greatest lessons of playing the game of football, is that, the same thing is true when you go out into life.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Who's the only local bank with a mobile mortgage app? Farmers. Download the app to contact your lender, calculate payments, securely scan and upload documents, and check the status of your loan. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal, Farmers.